This is how we save money using these natural liquid fertilizers. So we are currently harvesting our FPJ made out of moringa. For those who are first timer to our channel or who didn't watch our previous video that we uploaded, it was actually the first part or part 1 of making natural liquid fertilizer. So make sure to watch it because we taught you how to make this FPJ, which is a fermented plant juice, and right now we are going to spray it to our newly transplanted bitter gourd. As we have tackled in the last video, that FPJ or fermented plant juice enhances the growth of plants, and it serves as the natural source of nitrogen which young plants need. It's really important to follow instructions in making this natural liquid fertilizers because our fermented moringa has an unwanted texture which is a bit slimy, and it was challenging to separate the liquid to the solid one, but we will just find solution on how we can extract this fermented plant juice. Actually, it is the effect once you ferment a plant during excessive rainy season. It is really advisable to avoid collecting during excessive sunshine or rainfall, but we had a reason why we fermented this moringa, which we harvested during rainy season. It was because we don't want to waste it. If you have watched our carbon farming episode 2, you will know why we had to do this. But we found another solution on how we can use this fermented moringa. We will just mix it in the water, then we will strain it so we can separate the plant to the liquid. And this is the sprayer that we are going to use. This is actually 16 liters. When you use fermented plant juice in spraying your plants or giving it to your animals, the ratio or measurement is 1 tablespoon for every 1 liter of water. So we have 6 broilers right here, guys. So we allowed them to roam around and be free range. And we have ducks as well. So while waiting for the mixtures to be done, I'll just show you a bit of our broilers right here who are actually ready to butcher. And we have dogs as well who have a skin problem right now, but we are treating their skin as well naturally using madre de cacao, guava leaves, and coconut oil. We will also update you on the progress of the dog's skin. So right now we are putting in the fermented plant juice mixed with water. Make sure the water is not treated with chlorine or any chemicals. It should be a natural water. Our water here is actually from a deep well. We just installed an electric water pump so we can get the water from it easily. So those are our broilers. siguro ito. So this is how we spray it on our plants. We spray it on the leaves as well as on the soil. I know you've seen it, that our garden housing has no roof or plastic roofs already. It's because it got damaged by the typhoon that happened a while ago. So we just removed it because we are going to clean it also, and we will temporarily use it on our new land to cover the soil so we can get rid of the weeds there. And we will also show you what's gonna happen on our new land as well. This video is actually the part 2 of our natural liquid fertilizer tutorial and knowing the benefits of it. In the part 1 video, we showed you how to make FPJ and FFJ, and in here we are going to show you CalPhos, FAA or fish amino acid, and OHN, which serves as the natural medicine in natural farming. So this is our video from our Instagram, guys. You can also follow us at naturalfarming_ph on Instagram. So what is CalPhos? CalPhos is actually calcium phosphate, and it is a concoction made from eggshells, bones, and mixed with vinegar. It is rich in natural minerals like calcium and phosphorus, and this is actually used to treat calcium deficient soil, and it is best to use in plants that are just entering the flowering cycle. So we use eggshells because it is what's available in our farm. So we toast the eggshells until it gets brown, and we put it inside a glass jar, and we mix it with vinegar. So the vinegar will extract the calcium and phosphorus in this eggshells, and we let it sit for 20 days. After 20 days, you can already use it. The measurement is just similar to FPJ. So 1 tablespoon of CalPhos mixed in 1 liter of water. So let's learn about fish amino acid. It is a valuable organic nutrient source derived from natural fish byproducts. So this is actually very cheap because we just use fish waste. So it makes soil very loose, and it maintains the biomass of microorganisms and earthworms, and it guarantees a healthy soil environment. So this is how we make fish amino acid or FAA. So let's separate the fish scraps to the meat because we're gonna eat or consume the meat itself, and we are going to make a fertilizer out of the scraps. So we will also weigh it because the ratio is always 1:1. So whatever the weight of the fish, so the amount of molasses or sugar that we are going to mix will be the same. So we covered it with tissue paper, and don't forget to label it. And after 18 days, it will be ready. Oriental herbal nutrient is a very important input in natural farming. It is made from herbs which are full of energy and function to increase plant robustness, to sterilize and keep plants warm. OHN revitalizes crops and activates their growth. From my own understanding, we only use beer when the herb is dried. But since the garlic or ginger that we use are fresh, we do not use beer anymore. We directly mix it with brown sugar or molasses. So we will only need 2 different ingredients, which is the brown sugar.
So this is the other
molasses.
main material that we need, which is ginger, and we got it from our garden. So the only thing we bought here is the sugar, and we are going to wash the ginger very carefully because we are going to ferment this, and we make sure that it's clean. So we will slice the ginger into smaller pieces so the microbes can break down the nutrients faster. We always tell our viewers that we use glass jar because we prefer this rather than plastic because it is easy to clean. So for your information, this is called Oriental Herbal Nutrient, or OHN for short. It revitalizes crops and activates their growth. It also prevents the growth of anaerobic bacteria, and it also serves as a natural medicine in organic farming. So it's very essential to have this always available at your farm because there are really times wherein we cannot control the health of our animals and plants. So better have this always available in your farm. So we will now mix ginger and brown sugar, and we will use basin to thoroughly mix them together. And we will put it in a glass jar and cover it with tissue, but since we don't have tissue right now, we will use anything that's available, and we have here coffee filter. You can use any material that can serve as a cover as long as the air comes in and comes out of the glass jar. And make sure to label it also because after 1 week we will get the first extract. This will actually take up to more than 3 weeks, but we can already use the first extract after a week. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching our part 1 and this part 2 video. We hope that you learned something from us, and let's continue to make these natural liquid fertilizers because they are very effective and the microorganisms in our environment needs it.